Welcome home, baby. Chinwe even arrived earlier this afternoon, Ngozi said, as her husband Chijioke returned home. Oh, really? Chijioke replied. Welcome, sir, Chinwe said as she came out from inside her room greeting Chijioke. In a busy part of Lagos, there lived a man named Chijioke. He was a businessman who worked hard every day. He had a beautiful wife named Ngozi, who loved him deeply, and a younger sister-in-law named Chinwe, who had just returned from studying abroad. Chinwe was young, energetic, and full of life, and everyone noticed her beauty. She wore bright, colorful clothes and always smiled with confidence. One afternoon, Chijioke came home early from work. He had been so tired, and Ngozi was happy to see him. But that day was different. As soon as he stepped into the living room, his eyes couldn't stop looking at Chinwe, who was sitting just across the room. She was wearing a bright yellow dress that made her look even more radiant. Ngozi noticed the way Chijioke looked at her sister. She didn't think much of it at first. Kind of thoughts are entering my mind. I rebuke it. After all, Chinwe is my sister. Ngozi, calm down. What's wrong with you? She said quietly to herself, reassuring herself. But the more time Chijioke spent with Chinwe, the more he seemed to change. He started to smile more around her, and they would talk and laugh for hours, even when Ngozi was around. Chinwe herself didn't say anything at first, but she couldn't help but notice the attention she was getting from her brother-in-law. She liked the way he looked at her. I like the way he would ask me questions. I like how he always seemed to be around when I need help. It feels nice to have someone care about me so much, she muttered to herself, smiling while lying on her bed at night. One day, after Ngozi went out to run errands, Chinwe made sure to spend more time with Chijioke. Let me help you with your work. She offered to help him with work, bringing him drinks and sitting close to him as they talked. She would laugh at his jokes and touch his arm lightly, which made him feel even more special. Little by little, Chijioke started to feel. He thought about how young and full of life Chinwe was. She makes me feel happy and excited. I can't just explain this. She's so full of energy, he said to himself. He began to notice how beautiful she was, and he felt a connection with her that he didn't have with Ngozi anymore. He started to look forward to the moments where he could be around more with Chinwe. Chinwe too, on the other hand, began to realize that she liked the attention Chijioke was giving her. She found herself daydreaming about him when he wasn't around. She started dressing even more brightly, hoping to catch his eye. The playful touches, long conversations turned into something deeper, and both of them started feeling a connection they knew they shouldn't have. One evening, when Ngozi was busy, Chijioke and Chinwe were alone in the living room. There was a strange silence between them. They both knew something had changed. Chinwe, I never realized how much fun it is to talk to you. You make everything so light. I feel the same way, Chijioke. You're so easy to talk to. I like being around you. The words hung in the air like a warning, but neither of them wanted to admit what was really happening. The next day, as Ngozi went out to visit her family, Chijioke and Chinwe found themselves alone once again. This time, something was different. The distance between them grew shorter, and before they knew it, they kissed. That moment changed everything. Chijioke was filled with confusion. He loved Ngozi, but now he was torn between his love for his wife and his feelings for Chinwe. He didn't know how to stop thinking about her. It felt wrong, but it also felt exciting. For the next few weeks, Chijioke tried to hide his feelings from Ngozi. He stayed longer at work and made excuses to avoid spending time with her. But he couldn't stop seeing Chinwe. Every time they were alone, they would smile at each other, share quiet moments, and he would feel even more drawn to her. Chinwe, on the other hand, felt more and more certain that Chijioke cared for her. She saw the way he looked at her, the way he would touch her hand or give her special attention. It made her feel powerful. Yes, Chijioke likes me. He likes me. I believe I can get whatever I want. I believe I'm meant to be with Chijioke. Yeah, I know it will hurt my sister, to hurt her. Yeah, but it's not my fault now. This is natural. It's not my fault. Chijioke loves me. I can't force this out. This connection we have is strong and it's natural. I didn't do anything to seduce him. And he just likes me. I don't know how Ngozi is going to take this one, but she just has to look for a way around it, she said to herself. And that was when the betrayal happened. One day, Chijioke made a choice. He decided to leave Ngozi, the woman who had always loved him, for her younger sister Chinwe. He thought it would be a fresh start, a new life filled with excitement. Weeks turned into months, and the once warm home grew colder. Chijioke's late night meetings became more frequent, and his dismissive attitude towards Ngozi stung like 1,000 bees. One fateful evening, Ngozi confronted him, her voice trembling with a mixture of pain and fear. Chijioke, what's going on? I can feel you slipping away. Is it something I've done? Baby, what's happening? Or is it? He said nothing. I'm fine, Ngozi. Everything is fine. But not so long after, one fateful evening, as Ngozi was about to serve dinner, he dropped a bombshell. I can't do this anymore, Ngo. I can't, he said, avoiding her gaze. I'm leaving you, Ngo. What? Ngozi gasped, her hand trembling as she clutched the edge of the dining table. I found someone else. And someone who understands me, he muttered, his voice filled with misplaced conviction. Before she could process his words, Chinwe stepped into the room, her eyes downcast, but her presence screaming guilt. Chijioke, what's the meaning of this? Ngozi's voice cracked as she looked from her husband to her sister. I'm sorry, sister. It just happened, Chinwe whispered, tears streaming down her face. What do you mean just happened? Ngozi could not believe what was happening. She couldn't believe that the man she loved, the man she had trusted, would do this to her. It felt like her whole world had shattered. She was left heartbroken while Chinwe and Chijioke continued their secret affair. Not so long after, Chijioke and Chinwe thought that their new life together would bring them happiness. But they were wrong. The whispers began almost immediately. Neighbors, families and friends couldn't believe what had happened to them. In a community where respect and family ties were sacred, Chijioke and Chinwe's betrayal became the talk of Lagos. Ngozi was heartbroken but determined. She left Chijioke's house and moved in with her friend Amaka, who lived nearby. Amaka was furious on Ngozi's behalf. Ngo, how could they do this to you? Your own sister. Don't worry, karma is coming for them. Amaka, I don't care. I just want to get my life back together. I can't wish for any evil to happen to my sister. She's my sister, and I love her. And for that idiot Chijioke that I called a husband, who do you want me to say? He's the father of my children. I would not wish death or anything upon him. I would just leave him to God. Ngozi didn't want revenge. She just wanted peace. She began focusing on herself, learning skills she always wanted to explore. She started a catering business, something she had dreamed about for years. Slowly, her pain began to turn into strength. Meanwhile, life wasn't as perfect as Chijioke and Chinwe had imagined. At first, it was exciting. No more secrets, no more sneaking around. Chinwe moved into Chijioke's house, replacing Ngozi. But